Well, as you can see, today we are looking at 2 of the deluxe craft pads from our friends at Hunkydory. And let me show you one of the projects that Heidi has done. How pretty is that? Sparkly and in an art shape. So if you will please come play with us. Now, before we get into Heidi's wonderful projects, I just want to tell you a little bit about these deluxe craft pads because it's a different format for Hunkydory. They've done it for a little while, but what they do is they are padded and there are 4 sheets inside. All of them are die cut. All of them are foiled, as you can see. And I've already taken 2 out of this one because she used 2 of them for her projects. But it also has coordinating printed cardstock, and there's also some coordinating foiled cardstock. Now, I'm not sure if you can see that, but how pretty is that? And there is also, so there's more foiling down there. Then there's also the inserts, which are the ghosted back images of the papers. So everything comes in a wonderful package. There's 1 sheet of each. This time, as you can see, we have Blush Moments and we have Sunflower. Okay, Forever Florals is their kind of generic name that Hunkydory uses. Okay, let's get into the project, shall we? We're going to start with the blush. There you go. And we'll get in even closer just to see this. Now, this is a unique card. As you can see, it will stand up. I'm pretty sure it'll stand up. Come on, card. Well, maybe it won't, but it looks like it will. And this is made out of a regular, our 5 by 6.5 inch card. Now you can cut cardstock and do it. That's certainly fine. Let me show you what Heidi did. So she took our 5 by 6.5 inch card. So that's going to be 10 inches by 6.5 inches piece of cardstock. Now, because it came from the cards, it's already scored in the middle. And that makes, you know, our regular 5 by 6.5 inch card. But what she did is some scoring. Now, Heidi recommended using the Hunkydory Adorable Scoreboard. It's got the bone folder attached and it has all the measurements right along there. So you can just slip your cardstock in there and just go right along and do your measurements. So let me just share that with you, but now let's get into the measurements. So starting from the left, we're going to go 1/2 inch and make a score line. 1 1/4 inches, another one. 2 inches, another. 3 1/2, another. The 5 is the center of the card, and then 7 1/2 inches. Okay, so all of that. Now, this one is already folded in a valley fold. All the others, well, most of the others are going to be in mountain folds. So that one, that one, that one, and the outside one. But this second one, this 1 1/4 inch, that's also going to be a valley. Okay. Now you're going to add a piece of the extra sticky tape, and that is, you know, one of our favorites. Also, there's a supersized roll. I think we're out of it right now, but it should be back in stock anytime. But there's the regular roll also available too. So that's any time that a card is going to be kind of tugged or pulled, it just does exactly what the title says. It's extra sticky. Now this piece is going to attach to the back of the end of the card. So this is going to go like there. And that is going to hold our card like so. Okay, now it looks kind of squished, doesn't it? But as you can see, when you add the toppers, it really pops to life. These just add a really nice kind of base for it. Okay, now what Heidi has done, so let me show you what she used. So this is the topper. It's called Be Happy. There's always something at the upper left-hand corner. And she also used this printed cardstock. Okay, now this has been cut for the bottom part, so you can see again the measurements are always down below in the instructions. Heidi does that for us. Just click on the card and you'll see the instructions. They're going to be on the right side of your screen. You can print them off if you want to. Now Heidi added something else to this, and she added the teal glitter cardstock. And I thought that was a really interesting choice, but it does pop out the flowers. So she has cut the narrow end of this to fit down here and matted it on that teal glitter. She did the other side Here we go. Right here, starting with the blue flowers as a taller piece, of course, and matted it also. So that goes on to the second step. This would be the front step, and this is the back of the card. So she used it there. Then, let me bring out this piece. So this is the toppers that she used. So toppers is what Hunkydory calls these. There are 3 pieces here. This one, the pink foil, and then the centerpiece. The pink foil isn't going to be used in this project, so you can certainly save it and use it for something else. But what Heidi did is she took this outer frame, glued it onto the teal glitter, and then cut it out the same shape as the frame and placed it horizontally, which I thought was really fun. Then she foam taped this piece into the center, and you can see that she turned that horizontally also, of course. Now, the birthday wishes, that's going to get foam taped on top. She used the crepe ribbon set to make her bow and to zot it right there. And then she also used these. Now, I'm not sure, we haven't used these too much, but these are new. This is the blues and greens of Diamond Sparkles. They're all self-adhesive. You can see the green, teal, blue, and purple colors, and they all have flecks of gold in them. So she has placed those around. Then on the front of her card, she used this piece, slightly offset it, or definitely offset it, so that you could really see the birthday wishes right there, and added another bow. And then hope your birthday is as amazing as you. Well, that's right down here, and that's been foam taped also. More of those sparkles, and that finishes the card. So very fun. Now, out of the blush card, deluxe craft pad, okay, this is another one that she has done. Now, this is our regular 5 by 6.5 inch card. What Heidi did is she cut off half of the card front, so measured in 2.5 inches and cut that off. And what she has used here, let me show you the sheets. Now, this is a sheet out of that same blush. It's called Fabulous Feathers. Well, we're not seeing a lot of feathers in the ones that she used, but there is a very pretty dove right up there. And this has also 3 layers, 1, 2, 3. The pink one she also did not use in this particular card, so you're going to have some pink fun things left. Now, she did use the cardstock. Now, this happens to be the foil cardstock, and she has used this on this card. Now, this side is going to be cut smaller than that front flap, so it's going to be, again, the measurements are going to be down below. And notice when she glued it, she left a white border at the top and on the left side, but not over on the right side. It's just flush with that cut edge. Very nice. Now, the rest of the piece, that's going to be glued on the inside of the card, so I'll show you that in just a second. However, what Heidi has done is there's a different opening to this card. Now, you can see that she's got that outer layer, some things glued on, and then this one, but this is attached to the inside of the card. So let me show you. You just pull that, and this is attached right there. So that's a different closure than I've seen before. Okay, let's go back to the front of our card for a moment. And as I said, on the sheet, you've got greetings, you've got these multiple layered pieces, everything is foiled. Notice these are foiled in pink, which is really kind of fun and doesn't happen a whole lot. So the Just For You is glued down. The Wishing You All the Luck in the World is foam taped to this area. There is a bow, and this is out of the of course, it's going to be out of the yellow ribbon set. Why wouldn't it? And she chose the yellow. I think I might have gone with pink or white, but the yellow does pick up the yellows there on that frame, so that works nicely. A couple of other things. This is the pearls. These are resin pearls. They're on the Diamond Sparkles section of Hunkydory, and you can see that she used, this has got white and yellow, very muted yellow right there, and another one right there. And then she's also used, like the first set, we had those sparkles with gold on them. This is part of the same collection. This is the pinks and purples. Again, there are gold flakes on each one of them, and those have been placed right here and here, so 3 of them. Now, let's go to the inside of this card. And as I said, that foiled area of that cardstock is glued right here, covers the whole inside. Now, you know, there's something going on that I did not mention, and I need to do that. I'm not sure if you can see it, but there is a sparkle along the edge, and Jeanette's going to try to get in really tight, really, really super tight, okay? I think you can see that right along the edge there and there. So what Heidi did is she used the white glitter cardstock. It is a marvelous tool. If you have not tried it, you want to. And so she did glue that down to cover the card, the front and the inside. Then she did the foiled printed paper that's going to go on top. So just wanted to bring that to your attention. Okay, we're going to go back to the inside. Now you can see this happy birthday is just that really big piece. This has been placed, and the foam tape is only clear over on the right-hand side. That's the only place, and it is 3 layers of foam tape. That way it's plenty tall to slip under that card front, just easily like that. Very fun opening. Then there is another of the foiled circles that's been right there. Another bow, another, well, the rose you saw on the front, and then some more of those sparkles. So very fun. Okay, so those are 2 of the cards out of the blush. Now you can do, my goodness, at least 2 cards with each sheet, probably 3. So just, you know, letting you know that there's lots to discover in this. Now we're going to go into the sunflower. And let's see what the lady has done. So this is a unique card also. And here we go. Now this again is our regular 6.5 by 5-inch card. But what she's done is she has cut 1.5 inches off the opening edge on the right and 1.5 inches on the opening edge on the left. That leaves her a 3.5-inch flap in the center. Very interesting. Okay. So I think what we'll do is look at the inside of the card first, and then we'll come back to the flap. Okay, we'll do it a little bit differently. Now, in this particular case, this is the printed sheet that she has used. Now, see how that fancy edge? Well, that fancy edge is going to be used on that flap, but the middle area, all of this is open to cover the inside of the card. Very nice. Okay, you've got lots of room there. Now, what she has done is she has added some of the fancy border dazzles. Now, this comes out of our primary colors. So blue, well, let me just open this up. You can see that there's yellow there, and yellow is certainly one of the colors, but there's also blue, there is black, green, red, brown, yellow, there's the yellow, and it comes with different sets of the fancy dazzles, fancy border dazzles. So that's what she has used here, and you can see right there. Now, the sheet that she uses is this. It is called You Are My Sunshine. Isn't that pretty? And this is what she's got. So this center area, may your day be filled with sunshine and smiles. That is there. The center of this is right here. It's turned upright. And then she's taken some of the circles that have butterflies. They are down here, and popped those up with foam tape. And you can see them when the card is closed like that. So that's nice. But then she's also taken a couple of the flowers that are down here and just glued those in place. That knotted ribbon comes from our burgundy ribbon set, so that's going to work nicely. Now let's get back to that flap, because there's several things going on. The first of which is, let's see, I guess we should start with this. Now, the center of it is also covered with this space, with this sheet. So you can use that. You might want to first to cut along this decorative edge. So you could do that to begin with. Just cut right along the outside of that white line, and that's going to get glued to our flap, our card flap, but just along the bottom, just along the straight edges. That's an easier way to place it. Okay, so you see that ghosted area that's here, that's on the inside, and you don't have to worry about covering the whole thing. So you can just use the rest of this piece and let that cover the inside, then glue that on top. And then she's added some of our border dazzles. This is the gold, and you can see what a beautiful shine that adds. It really complements the foiling that's on the inside of the card. Again, the burgundy ribbon, little foam tape. Now let's look at that tag that was on the inside of this little pocket that she created. Well, easy to do. You can see the tag is right there. She did punch a hole in it and then loop a ribbon through it, so you can do that. This border is right here, and you can see that she glued it just to the right side of the hole that she made. And then the hello, well, you've got all these words here. So hello, sunshine, for you. So you've got lots of options there. And she just let the hello be foam taped, those circles on top. So all of those are foiled, and so easy, really, really nice. A very pretty card, and has lots of dimension to it as well as lots of shine. Okay, I have one more, and that's the card I showed you in the beginning, and that's the arch-shaped card. How pretty is that? This is done with our nested arches die, very, very popular. So what Heidi did is she took, again, the regular 5 by 6.5 inch card, because it's got the fold on it, and she placed the largest cutting die so that it went outside the fold. That way it doesn't get cut on the fold, but it does get cut on the other 2 sides, 3 sides, I guess. And then you've got this so that this will open like so. Okay, now she also cut out of that nested arch this brown glitter cardstock, and isn't that beautiful with the sunflowers? Oh, so pretty. Now the sheet that she used with the toppers on it is called Grown with Love, and you can see that this is the section she's going to use. So what she did is she took, this just has 2 layers, as you can see. I guess it actually has 3. Okay, there's actually 3. So the middle one, that skinny little one, she did not use, so you can use that elsewhere. But she did take this arch and glued it to the card front, and then foam taped this center one on top, and then to a sweet friend, there it is, she foam taped that over the center, as you can see. Now to create this really pretty look down here, she went with the foiled cardstock. So there you go. I'm kind of wiggling it so you can see the foiling. I'm not sure if I'm doing a good job, but there it is. And so she just cut right along the flowers, and then took a bone folder and just rubbed it underneath the paper to kind of curve it. And she just glued each end down. She didn't even glue the bottom, just each end to let it curve a little bit. And the measurement for how long that is down in the cards. Now, speaking of curving something, she took the sending birthday wishes and also curved that. Then the same idea, she just glued down each end and let that kind of bow in the center. Speaking of bows, this is out of, let me see, where are our flowers? Okay, here it is. This is out of our burgundy ribbon set, as you can see. And there's the dots. So a bow there is knotted and just a knotted ribbon up there. And then also, can you see here and here? That is another set of the sparkly sparkles, the diamond sparkles that Hunkydory has. Then on the inside of her card, and this is the first time in these that she used an insert, but the insert does a nice job on the inside or on the front of your cards. It can be either one. So she has, you can cut this out with the arch and then simply glue it in place, or you can glue it in place, then turn this over and trim it to fit, whatever you like. Okay, and you can see that here, this is one of the other arches right here. Grown with Love is right at the bottom. So you can see it's resting on top of those sunflowers. We have another little foiled piece that's going to get glued there. And congratulations on reaching a whole new level of wonderful. That's really nice. A knotted bow and a piece that's been threaded through this little tag. So there you go, really pretty. And like I said, these are a heck of a deal. So we have Forever Floral Sunflower, Deluxe Craft Pad, and the Blush Moments. Just a beautiful collection and lots of creativity waiting for you. Well, thank you, Heidi, for doing such a great job with the projects. And if you are watching us on YouTube, please go down below. We hope you'll like us. We hope you'll subscribe. We also hope you'll go over to paperwishes.com because we have a money saver on these. It's going to be on the right side of your screen. We always like to give you a special savings. And as I said, the projects are down below with complete instructions, all just for you. So I want to thank you for joining us and most of all for being a part of our Paper Wishes family. Bye-bye.